I wonder how long that ball was there, waiting to crush someone like me.
How dare it?
I mean, look, I am a bad dodger. Oh, who put the swinging axes in here? Who did this?
Who did this? Like, how dare
to,
you?
I needed to talk to your architect, because this is just... I mean, seriously. Whose dumb idea was this?
Gotta have your traps. I mean, come on.
That is true. Ever since Indiana Jones did it, everyone else has to get into the act. I'm sure they appealed before Indiana Jones, but he's kind of the most popular one.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop. I forgot. What's the... Okay. It's that one.
By the way, speaking of my grandma, my dad's mom, one of my biggest memories of her is how she tried to see us once a year.
Oh, that's so sweet.
One of the biggest things that we do together was for October, where we would do jack-o'-lanterns together.
Oh! You would be cut in half. Oh, I forgot.
You
would. Stupid.
You would not be getting up for that. Dropped her in the hallway.
Oh, snap. Well, the AI actually seemed to be working that time.
Thank goodness. I mean, like, it was funny before with the flippin' bear, but...
That was, but the whole thing with the T-Rex, oh, that was so disappointing. I'm sorry, you got a poor excuse for a T-Rex fight there. My apologies.
Hey,
you deserve better, Masky. You do.
Know what? You made it all the more better with drawing yourself as the T-Rex.
Yes, my huge work of art, my magnum opus, my creative achievement. I mean, I cannot... Everything else is gonna pale in comparison next to that screaming image of me. I mean, it is. I don't know why I even bother anymore. It's just...
I fucking love it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been looking at that picture with like the goofiest smile on my face.
I'm glad I brought joy into your life. I'm glad. I really am.
You always bring joy in my life.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad to know that.
You do. You're one of my best friends. And I love you.
I love you too, and you're one of my best friends too.
Like honestly, like that's something, like, you know, like I tell you and Stravenlight and the others, like, all the time, that I am always so thankful that Heavenly Father led us to each other and such. It's just really awesome. But, so...
I need to free that other one.
So, okay. So have you gone through the other doorways then to see what the heck is in there, or to try to get higher? Aha! There we go.
I needed that other one so I can get the two.
Awesome. So can you go on that pole?
You're right, I can.
Or
Thank you for reminding me.
Awesome. Yay!
Oh, let's see if I can pull this off.
Oh gosh, we gotta Spider-Man this.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of Spider-Man,
Did you see the other day I was
talking to my... Yes! Oh my gosh, I watched it with my bro, and I was just freaking out in a good way. I actually cried. Like, I was actually in tears. Yes. And like the biggest reason why is, hun, do you... Okay, guys, if you haven't seen the trailer, this is your own fault. Spoilers. Do you know who that guy was? Who is Doctor Octopus? Like,
Yes, I do.
Like, do you know who he is? So
Yes.
you know that he's the original Doctor Octopus from the Tobey Maguire film.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So I cried when I saw him because I loved him as Doctor Octopus,
Oh.
and especially with how he sacrificed himself in that film and such. So I did, like, he was one of the big reasons why I cried, and I am wondering who on earth is going to be Green Goblin. And my wish list is that it's the same guy that was in also the Tobey Maguire films, because I thought he made an awesome Green Goblin. So, don't know. Like, it may not be him, but if they got the guy to come back as Doctor Octopus, then maybe he'll come back as Green Goblin. So we'll see.
Yeah, I
And
have
also,
no idea.
and also to see Doctor Strange, like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. It was great.
I mean, Doctor Strange is one of my favorites, so.
I love Doctor Strange. We need to watch that again because that was so good.
I can't watch that one scene, though.
Right, no worries. No worries.
So you would just I would have to turn off the audio, and you would just have to tell me when to turn it back on. Because what's weird, the images are fine. It's the sound that triggers me. Because
The sound.
it's very, very real, very realistic.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, we're not
I don't
gonna
want-
say what it is because it's really personal for Kalma and such. But yeah, there's a scene in Doctor Strange that she does not like, and for really good reason. And I don't fault her at all. Like, it bothers me, and like, and that's the thing. Like, you have no reason to apologize because I can't tell you how many times I've done that myself with movies where I have to like mute something, or where I can't look at it barely, where like I kind of like blur my eyes even if it bothers me too much and such. Like, for example, I will give my own reason. So if you guys don't know, we probably said on recording, but I finally got to see The Greatest Showman with Belinda, with Kalma a few months ago, and I could watch the whole film minus one part. And if you guys haven't seen the movie, or if you have, it was the part where it's like right after that lady does like her big, like her first like singing moment, like where Hugh Jackman's character finally gets to hear that she can actually sing, and where the people are trying to get into the party, and where he pretty much shoos them away. I muted it, hun. I could not hear it because I was like, no, I can't. To me, it's very close to a rejection scene, and rejection scenes I also can't handle. I get way too many flashbacks. I get really hurt because before my boyfriend, I got rejected so many times and heartbroken by so many dudes and such. So I can't handle stuff like that. So yeah, that was the scene that I had to mute because I'm like, no, I can't hear this. I can't see this. This is gonna hurt because he's gonna be a jerk to them. But luckily I brought it, like, you know, once the door shut, that's when I brought the audio back, which is thanks goodness, because then I got to hear one of my favorite songs.
Like, you can't miss that song.
Oh, exactly. Like, oh my goodness.
It's a great
But
song.
yeah, so there's a confession. That was the part of the movie that I mute. And even after watching it a second time with my boyfriend and then with my mom and brother, I covered my ears while we watched that scene. So I'm like, I can't hear this and such. So like I said, hun, like, you have no reason to feel bad at all. Like, because like I said, I'd be a huge hypocrite. I'm like, what, you can't handle that? It's like, no. We all have our things, and like I said, I've never been one to judge that, because to me, I was judged for that by my so-called friends in the past, where I've told you. So